Well, I'd say there'll probably be a few pigs flying outside of here, so I'd expect England to compete, be competitive, but I just don't see how they've got enough in the tank to win it.
How many audience?
Just for you finally. Andy Murray is out of the Rotterdam Open. He was beaten in straight sets by Gilles Simon in this afternoon's quarter-final. Murray was the top seed in Rotterdam. He was beaten 6-4, 6-2 by the Frenchman. It's the first time Simon has beaten Murray in the last 12 matches. And that's the sport. We'll have more for you in the next hour. Join us then.
Thank you, Lily. Now, we'll return to those ceremonies this afternoon in Dresden, marking the 70th anniversary of the Allied bombing raids, which destroyed the historic city and killed an estimated 25,000 people.
This afternoon, a service commemoration has been held at the Church of Our Lady in Frankfurt, which was rebuilt after its destruction in the raids. Among those invited to speak was the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby. He said that to be invited to share in today's event as a British church leader was nothing short of miraculous.
Much debate surrounds this most controversial raid of the Allied bombing campaign. Whatever the arguments, events here 70 years ago left a deep wound and diminished all our humanity. So as a follower of Jesus, I stand here among you with a profound feeling of regret and deep sorrow. Healing such wounds requires enemies to embark on the journey to become friends, which starts with our memories of the hurt we have suffered and ends with a shared understanding of the hurt we have caused each other.
Part of the address there by the Archbishop of Canterbury, that was at the church service which ended just in the last half an hour or so. And just to explain that there are now continuing commemorations and thousands of people expected in the square outside in Dresden, and we will be keeping an eye on that element of today's commemorations as well. But following all the events in Dresden, with us here this afternoon has been Ross Mahoney, who's an aviation historian at the RAF Museum.
People dying in the raid to the more commonly accepted figure of about 25,000, which in itself is in line with the figures that came out after the raid from authorities in Dresden. For example, the chief of police in Dresden estimated the number of deaths at about 19,000. But of course, one of the problems is that there was lots of displaced people, slave labour and so forth, moving through Dresden at the time. So the figures that we now readily accept are just an estimate. There are missing records. We don't know how many people were actually in the city itself at the time. So
Please explain what was going on there.
Right, we are about to enter the world of comic. Yes. So they had the bright idea. Then they introduced me to the idea of playing darts with the big stars of darts at Lakeside in Frimley. They had the bright idea of with people like the proper players, with people like Limac or who's very. Well, I'd say that is like you just said that in Pascal.
Then please explain what was going on there.
Right, we are about to enter.
But that looks like you.
But that looks like you. Your eye is in. There was the poise of Bristow, and then it flew.
Yes.
That is a bit deceptive. It might be deceptive, but that was amazing. Do you know what? That's sort of the best of a very bad and slightly horrible 5 minutes of my life.
Was it stressful?
Oh, yeah. But it's so in vogue, darts now. But also, do you find that you very often say yes to doing something, and you're not really aware of what it is you're doing? You just went down a mountain on a train.
I just throw myself off mountains. Yes, I'm very aware of that.
You doing that?
Yeah.
You did the jump.
Yeah.
And he's in one piece, amazingly.
Would you do the jump? No, I'm terrible at anything physical. You well know.
But I must say, it's a real achievement once you finish. You feel fantastic.
Louis, love, I don't want to go down a bobsleigh track on a train. On a train in a sort of tracksuit.
When, you know when they hit
Well, that's what got me in it with Black,
Oh, that's
actually.
terrible. Wow, there's a little something we've got in common.
Did my costumes on that? There you go, with me, it was just one of the really big blokes' tops. Oh, no, you've never looked so good. I'll never work once that's out. You've got the lovely darts embroidery on the front.
Oh, yeah.
Queen of darts. I think it's a month from now.
New shelling is reported in East Ukraine a day after a peace deal's been agreed between Moscow and Kiev. A ceasefire is due to begin at midnight tomorrow, and the EU has
It's chicken o'clock.
Oh, she's good.
warned Russia of additional sanctions.
Are the strips ready for a dip, my darlings?
They're ready.
Yeah, should we go over?
Hottest man in show.
Are we going to?
Placement therapy could increase the chance of ovarian cancer. New figures suggest the number of people binge drinking in the UK is down, and 1 in 5 are now teetotal. And commemorations are taking place in Germany, marking the 70th anniversary of the bombing of Dresden.
Time on it or not?
Guys, dip in the mayo. Dip in the mayo.
I made the mayo expert.
Yeah. Could that be more moist?
It's pretty nice, doesn't it? What do we say?
ITV, come on in.
Someone said breast. That breast full of flavour. They say Louis' dip is very, very strong.
I think it makes it
Very strong.
I think it makes it
Will you do the audience? Speaking of the ready, will you do the honours, my darling, and hand that round to the crowd? That goes into the audience, right?
Oh, we haven't got napkins, so like on spout.
Yeah, it's a bit greasy. It's so delicious. I don't want to ever stop
What is he doing? Is he behaving? Is he behaving? Clearly not. Now, Ross, Brittany, our little special melon soup chicks. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed being on the show today.
Thank you.
That is awesome, cool. Excuse me, I should never talk to an asshole, but because it's official money can't buy it. It was official money can't buy it. Because it's an international denomination small enough. Melon soup. Absolutely. You're it to move you out of this world. Amazing. And you're it for fried chicken, vinyl details. She will stop me on the website. She will stop. And that will be a relief for all of us. Time for a quick break now when we return we'll be discovering how these two form up. We've got snappers got a big break. And we'll be tapping our way into the weekend with a show-stopping performance from the stars of Billy Elliot the Musical. It's simply unmissable, folks. So don't miss it. Simple as that.
Right, you two, it's bath time.
New Clear 5-in-1 shampoo.